Nightwing, your live-action DCEU movie coming out. Are you keen on reuniting with your original Dick Grayson, Michael Cera?
I mean, I love to work with Michael Cera again. He's amazing. Michael Cera is, he's yeah, that guy can do anything. He's incredible.
Hello, mate. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? You're a big Awkwafina fan, apparently.
Big fan. I actually have to wear this to try and distract you from. So it's my first day on holiday in San Francisco, but the hotel I'm in a little questionable, so I'm trying to distract you with the t-shirt.
Okay, well, the job done. Yeah, I'm
good.
Distracted.
In Renfield, I have never quite whooped, hollered, cheered at the sight of someone getting their head punched off of their neck like I did in this film.
Yeah.
Out of all of the cast, Nicolas Cage, Nicholas Hoult, Awkwafina, Ben Schwartz, who was a bit too into the gore? Who was a bit too into it all?
Who was a bit too into it? Probably me. At the end of the day, I mean, I think probably Ben Schwartz was probably having the most amount of fun. He threw himself into it the most and was way into the gore. Yeah, absolutely, Ben Schwartz.
As soon as I watched that Sonic movie, I knew there's a sicko behind that voice, and now I know I've had it confirmed. And watching this, I honestly don't think there could have been a more perfect film for Nicolas Cage. I mean, he's always dreamed of playing Dracula. You've made that happen for him now. Were there any other actors in the running for the role of Dracula, or did you always know it was going to be him?
No, the person that I thought would the person I was the most interested in seeing, who's going to do a really interesting version of Dracula, who's going to be the kind of thing that you're going to want to put your money down to see. You absolutely got to see what this person does. It's Nick Cage. I mean, he's just just incredible. This incredibly diverse body of work. He's the most interesting. To me, he's one of the if not the most interesting actor alive. He's always makes really cool choices.
What I wouldn't give to be a fly on the wall, or in this case a bat on the wall, and just watch him in between takes. What was he like, just wandering about with the fangs in his mouth?
Yeah. Unfortunately, he was locked into the costume and into the makeup and that sort of thing, so he couldn't escape any of that stuff because it's just too long to put all that stuff on. But he's the thing is, like, he's working with so many amazing directors that whenever I found free time with him, I was just constantly asking, like, what's it like working with Scorsese? What's it like working with Brian De Palma? It's just like I was just asking him, Werner Herzog, like just asking him questions about all the films and filmmakers that he's worked with, and getting stories about Alan Parker and things like that. So yeah, he's the most fun person to work with on set. He's just so filled with joy, and he's enthusiastic about making movies. He loves making movies. So yeah, I'm working with somebody who has got a rich, incredible film, part of film history. So I'm just constantly bugging him with dumb film school questions mostly.
Just to let you know, in the unlikely event I ever direct him in a movie, I'm going to say, what was it like working with Chris? I'll pass on that legacy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And speaking of people you've directed Nicolas Hoult in this film. I mean, he rips a guy's arms off and bludgeons him with the soggy ends, which blows my mind because he was the guy from About a Boy. And of course, you also directed Chris Pratt, and all I do is see him as Andy Dwyer from Parks and Recreation. Like, you just get these actors who shouldn't be action heroes but are. So I'm going to give you the chance now. What actor would you like to get your hands on and transform them into another unlikely action hero?
Wow, that's a great question. I mean, working with Awkwafina, the way she threw herself into the stunt work and the gun training and stuff like that. I mean, that was a lot of fun. Doing that with her, I'd love to do that with her again, because she seems like, just like Nick Hoult and Nick Cage, she's got a great combination of being able to be a comedian as well as a fine dramatic actor. But she's just like, she threw herself into the training and that kind of thing. And I'd love to see what we could do together. If we had a little more time and the store was more focused on her, that'd be great.
You know your audience, don't you? You know who you're selling the tickets to.
That's a line drive right down the middle.
And following Renfield, you've also got Nightwing, your live-action DCEU movie coming out. I've heard rumours of Zac Efron, Timothée Chalamet, all of these other actors being rumoured to play the role of Nightwing. Have any of these rumours piqued your interest, or are you keen on reuniting with your original Dick Grayson, Michael Cera?
My name's Richard Grayson, but all the kids at the orphanage call me Dick.
Well, children can be cruel.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the work with Michael Cera again. He's amazing. Michael Cera is, he's that guy can do anything. He's incredible. The Nightwing is still like in very deep, and I'm sure it's probably barely considered development at this point. That they still haven't said exactly no to making that movie, but I just keep hoping that I can maybe, now that James Gunn and Peter Safran are running DC, I'm hoping that I can have a conversation with them and maybe see if there's some daylight to making a Nightwing movie. I'd really love to do it if it's at all possible.
In my eyes, Nicolas Cage can do no wrong. Bring him back as Nightwing. Happy days.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. I'm sure he'd love that. He's a big comic book fan, so yeah, he'd be way into it.
Well, dude, thank you so much for chatting to me.
Nice talking to you. Have a great trip in San Francisco.